Hello everybody, this is the Introverted Comedian. Welcome back to a new video from Medieval Dynasty. As previously mentioned, I am playing on the Valley map, and this is my second day of the second season, summer season. So, during the previous video, I was able to upgrade some of my buildings. I managed to get some more iron tools done for my village, managed to complete some quests as well, managed to unlock the tavern, which gave me access to what I was expecting for some long time, the fish tarts that give you a very good bonus when it comes to consuming your stamina. And at the moment I was able to also process a large batch of flax that I had and some other pieces that I bought from some merchants in Hornica and in Gostovia. And right now I am on my way to Branica, Tutki to actually get some more resources that I can use to either make more coins or to make some experience out of it. So, as I said, I do have the bonus of the fish tart at the moment when it comes to consuming my stamina. It's an 80%. So I am able to run quite a long way. It is for 1200 seconds, which means I can basically cover a very long time. Okay, quickly check over here if I can find some useful items. It wasn't necessarily the best, but not a bad find. Now I'm also looking for some additional villagers. Mainly I am looking at the moment for 2 more male hunters. Out of the houses that I have, they're mostly populated with either couples or these 2 with women, and I need exactly 2 more hunters, as I've recently upgraded my hunting lodge from level 1 to level 2, which allows 4 instead of 2 hunters. So hopefully I will be able to find one. It looks like there's no luck. I'm considering, so this lady would be a hunter. So in case I don't find a hunter that's a male, I might actually be forced to go to this solution of getting more houses. Okay, let's sell the torch as well. Now, like I said, I did produce quite a decent amount of simple hoods. I made these out of the flax that was turned into linen. I'm on my way to buy some more flax as well as wool.
Take care.
So the best thing about having your own production is the fact that you don't need to actually use any money initially, but at the same time, if you cannot have flax all the time planted, you can only plant it in the spring. So I am dealing with what I have available. I didn't actually remember until the last moment that I needed additional fields for that, so I didn't have a large amount, but like I said, you can always buy it from some of these vendors. Okay. So one of the methods that you can also use when it comes to spawning different villagers in these places. For example, in her case, I might need someone to do some farming later, so I will keep her here.
Hello there.
You can actually get these people moved to your village. You can ask them to move to your village. Then you can go to management. And once you select them, you will see that you have the option to remove them. They're not very happy about it. At the same time, if you do not need them for any of their skills, then there's not much you can do about it, or they can do about it. Still, if you leave them here, you won't be able to spawn in different people, and that's not a good thing. Where is this lady going? Wait. Okay, so like I said, I'll just buy all the flax stocks and wool from her. Fortunately, she doesn't have large quantities. You can always buy wool fabric, or you can buy the linen from her, either linen thread or linen fabrics, and you can turn them into something that's sellable. So basically, if I were to buy 2 linen fabrics, it would cost me 1 second. So that's 192 if I'm doing it well, and I would be able to sell it for a profit of around 60 pieces of around 60 coins, sorry about that. So it's worth it and not worth it at the same time. If you do want to make a lot of profit, then yeah, you can use this. On the other hand, if you do get the linen thread, you would make a decent profit, because basically you need 2 pieces of 1 piece of linen thread. You can convert it yourself into linen fabric. So that basically means for 96 pieces of for 96 coins buying linen thread, you can actually be able to make 1 simple hood, and you're getting 160 coins as profit. So again, if you do want to make lots of money quickly, this would be a method.
It's you again. Have a nice day.
I'm interested mainly in leveling up my production technology when I'm playing the game. I've already leveled up to maximum, so I'm not that bothered and pushing for it anymore. And as I previously said, I already have a decent amount of coins, at least for the moment. So there's no point for me to actually go for the other materials. And I went to Fast Away. She would actually be selling the same thing, the hoods, the linen hoods, but she would be selling them for a much larger price. So basically, it's best if you actually need any clothing to craft it yourself. Okay, so like I mentioned so many times before, since I have played the game quite a bit and this is not my first playthrough, I already know which places can be dangerous, and I already know the fact that going through the forest over here will not put me in danger. And I already know my way around, but you can always use the map. If you want to see what animals are around, you can just quickly change to the filter for wild animals, and if there's something dangerous, you can go around. Okay, let's see if there's any men around here. No men around here to actually recruit. I will probably need to use the same method. Let's do some more trading. If you need anything bought, you can also buy them from this guy. I don't actually need anything that he's selling. Okay, let's have a quick look. Okay, so this lady is quite useful. I'm going to leave her here. She would
I'm an
be a
experienced
good
traveler, but a shame.
herbalist or fisher,
I
so
only
I'm
travel
not
a
going to
little
touch
bit.
her.
Oh,
Her,
it's
on
you
the other hand,
again.
I don't actually need her skill, so I'm going to recruit her and again tell her to go away from my village. Let's do some more trading. I want to check the prices on the donkeys. Perfect. I am planning on building a donkey
How can
shelter
I
as
buy
well
the best products here?
in order to boost
Can I help you? So long.
the amount of passive farming experience that I'm getting from my workers. Currently, I'm working on getting closer to being able to have a horse, since they are doing quite a decent job at carrying things. But before I can do that, I will basically need to level up my farming, and I am very far away apparently. So this is one of the reasons why I'm going to this village as well as the next village, so I can buy some more resources that I can turn into farming experience. Basically, what I'm using at the moment as a system is grabbing oats, wheat, poppy, and flax, as well as rye from the merchants that are selling seeds or crops. Okay, and again, I can do some
Every
trading
day
over
I wake
here.
up. How have you been?
Like I said, buy loads of things from this guy. All the flax that he has, all the flax stocks, all the oats, all the poppy, rye, and wheat. Okay, and now I can actually recover my money just by selling things to him.
Be safe. Oh,
Okay, I wasn't expecting to actually be able to sell all of those simple foods, and for these people to actually still be able to trade
it's you
things.
again. Have a good day. Hail. Best goods in the
I
realm.
can come back later and
Friend.
sell some things to
Goodbye.
her, so I can get that money as well, although it's not necessary.
There's something
And the
hypnotizing.
second reason why I came to the village is to see if I can actually recruit someone.
How
In
is
her
life treating you?
case, all of her skills are level 2, so she's definitely not going to be helping me in any way in the future. She is actually decent, both having hunting and farming.
Maybe I
She
should
has the
try
extraction skill, so I'm going to leave them alone. I'm going to quickly make my way to Denica to grab some more flax and other resources
Maybe I should. How do you do?
before the day ends. Yeah, so one of the reasons why I'm going around like this, basically I'm running around these four, so I don't have to spend that much money, and then I can just quickly uh, use the wagoner to get over here. Okay, well, let's see. So this
Hail.
lady is a seamstress. Same process. You can get flax, flax stocks, and wool. Usually the seamstresses don't have that much,
Take care.
that
How do you
many
do?
resources, unfortunately. Let's see what this guy needs.
Hello.
Okay, so I'll quickly grab what he has for sale, and then I'm going to check what quest he gave me, although I'm kind of certain of it. Okay, this was everything that needed to be bought.
Ooh.
Again, since I've already finished selling all of my main products,
And a roof over my
there's
head,
not
of
much I
course.
can do about
Damn.
that.
Am I too demanding?
So I can come back later and sell some more things to them after buying those resources. Now these two guys are kind of useless. This one actually cannot be used due to not having any skills to level 3. This guy has the diplomacy. I don't actually need a trader. So the best way to actually handle this is to tell them to move to your village and then remove them so other people can spawn instead. Now, since it's not very late, I am going to make one more trip, double checking the space in my inventory. So I'm also going to do a trip to Jezerica or Jezerica, check what villagers they have, and also to buy some fish in order to get my survival skill a little bit higher. Okay, let's see.
There's nothing like a good fish fight.
Mr. Fisherman is over
Whatever
here,
you need,
perfect.
I've got it.
So it does have quite a few fishes over here, and it will cost you a little bit to buy all of them. But I can only say it's definitely worth the experience. Okay, now the next thing that I need to do is check the villager, and this guy is also useless.
Hello there.
Again, best thing you can do, get them to your village and then kick them out of the village. It's not necessarily something very pleasant, but it's the best you can do in order to actually get some decent potential villagers in the next season. Every season, new ones will spawn, and it's usually random. Okay, now I kind of overloaded myself. I don't want to make that many trips.
How can I help you?
So I'm going to get right to Gostovia. I don't need to pay quite an extra fee for overloading myself so much. And it will take quite some time for me to get back to my village. But this is one of the reasons that I'm actually building close to Gostovia. The fact that I would be able to quickly travel to my village. Later on during the game, you will be able, after you complete a few quests for or challenges for the King's Herald, you will be able to unlock the naming of your village and the village sign, and that will allow you to actually fast travel back to your village, which would actually have been perfect in cases such as this one where I am overloaded. Also, it would have costed me a little bit less due to the fact that my village was is closer than Gostovia. Still, like I said, if you have your village nearby, it does have a lot of advantages. Once you reach certain levels in production and in building, it might be worth moving your village somewhere else. From what I understand, because I haven't played the game in quite a bit, you can actually have separate places for your village. Although I mentioned earlier there is that village sign that you can get. The village sign will basically decide where you're traveling. You cannot use both locations. So quickly get these sorted out in here. Okay, I will take care of the fish. I did have some fish already, so basically I'm going to gain additional experience. Now, when it comes to the fish meat, you can either leave it fresh or you can use salt and turn it into salted meat. I will turn some of it into salted because it boils a lot harder. Okay, let's see. Perfect, I was able to get another survival level up. Okay, so when it comes to survivalist, my main things are going after the knowledge first time, then I'm getting the survival sense, so I can see different things in inspection mode. Then strong as an oak is very useful due to the fact that it's increasing your main health. Unfortunately, you cannot go for these two from the beginning, and I'm a little bit annoyed. So basically I will need to unlock one of these in order to actually be able to use my skill points in there. I'll go for survivalist, and then if you want even slower stamina consumption, you can go for athlete. The reason why I'm going for this one instead of solid as a rock is because I don't actually do that much fighting. I am using easy settings, so sorry about that. So basically, in my case, stamina is much more important. If I'm not mistaken, at some point there is a chance to reskill your tree. So basically, if you get all the 10 levels, you can respec the survival knowledge, the initial one, go for the other ones, and actually have all of these important ones fixed. Okay, now, like I said, I don't want to get some of that fish salted. And the way to do that is to do it in either a fishing shack or fishing hut at level 2 or a hunter's shack at level 2. I don't have the fishing shack at level 2, so I'm going to use this one, and basically this should suffice. That's perfect. Okay, and so like I mentioned, the reason why I bought the fish was mainly to get that survival experience. But I also need it for the tarts that I'm using to gain that stamina reduction. Now let's see what I can do around here. Like I said, I can actually get some farming experience from the things that I just bought. So when it comes to the grain, I usually tend to keep it so I can get myself some more animal feed. I can get some more flour. It can also be used for different other things such as porridges, and it's quite useful to have it. although if you have too much, you can always sell it. I will not do this. I will, however, do some more animal feed. Okay, I also remember that I can get some experience from processing the poppy into poppy seeds. Okay, and if you have a decent amount of both oats and rye, you only need one of each and 5 straws. So in my case, I'm going to get 120 pieces of animal feed, as I am planning to get some more animals. Perfect, one more level in farming. I was actually waiting for this. Now when it comes to the farming level, I'm also close to reaching the last level, but I don't actually need that many things unlocked. Again, I think later on you can respec it. So when it comes to farming, I usually focus on the knowledge so I can gain experience faster. Then I'm going for this, for village whistleblower, so I can actually summon my mount whenever it's ready, whenever I get a horse, and also skilled rider, have less stamina consumption and the carry weight increase. Night rider is also nice, you can gallop faster. You can also use the other perks. Like I said, I don't remember exactly if you can do the respec, but if you can do the respec, it's worth taking the farming knowledge and reinvesting it into one of the other ones, getting a chance to have more additional more crops, or getting a chance to get more crops from the orchards. This one is actually guaranteed, so it's much better than the chance to harvest. Okie dokie, let's quickly get these back here. Okay, now I'm going to... I just remembered that as part of the tools, you also need some bags, some seeding bags. Apparently I need some linen fabric and some leather. I've already got some leather from my previous trips, so that's not bad. Yeah, so you don't necessarily need that many, although it kind of depends on how many fields you have. Your workers, they have quite a lot of durability, and they are better than the small pouches that you can make simply out of leather. So I'm just going to make a few of them, and I will leave the rest of the linen thread as it is and reuse it later. So I also have some wool. I would usually turn it into wool fabric and then turn it into fine hoods to sell it, but I do not need the money at the moment. So I'm keeping that wool for later on, so I can unlock the the public lighting. Okay, the bags are ready. 20 bags should be enough for the entire playthrough. Okay, so like I said, I do intend to keep the wool for the moment because of this, because of the lanterns. I still have lots of experience to get from extracting and building in order to actually unlock the technology, but I would be able to actually have some public lighting that's actually decent instead of using the torches. that are now available. So quickly leave these over here. And the bags as well. I'll have a quick look to see if anything else needs to be sorted out. Now, I did remember that all of your plants are basically collected by the herbalist and sent to your main storage instead of actually bringing them here. I don't think I even have the capacity to hold all of them, I think. Okay, I actually had the capacity. So I do need to take care of some of these, turn them into some potions. Oh, I actually have vials. So first of all, I would like to go for some poison. So when it comes to poison, it's not that useful by itself, but you also have the ability of getting poisoned arrows. By the way, the fact that I'm producing poison or getting arrows tinted with poison will increase my survival experience. Okay, so the poison itself is not that useful. The poisoned arrows are very, very useful on the other hand. Okay, and let's get some batch of healing potions. So I usually go for unlocking the instant healing. It doesn't heal that much. I think it's around 30 pieces, 30 health points. You can later get the instant healing level 2. And you can also unlock this one. I will get it. At the moment, there's also for cures and for sobriety. There are some enhancement potions as well. You can get one for stamina. I have no idea what this one does. These are for water and for food. Basically, you will need less food, less water. This one is to increase your health. This one is to increase your carrying capacity. Okay, I will unlock it as well. This one's for temperature. This one's for strength. Nice. Again, I haven't experimented with most of them. So we have night vision, camouflage, possibilities. Yeah, so basically the possibilities is the one that I mentioned earlier, the one that actually allows you to respec things, to respec your levels, but as you can see, it does require quite a decent amount of technology points in survival. So I will need to wait until later. You can also unlock some dyes. You would be able to dye the walls of the houses at some point, but that's for later on. I'll just quickly get rid of these potions, leave them over here, get back to my house, and then I'll just make the plan in the morning for what I need to do during the next day. Okay, actually made quite a decent profit. So I've already bought most of the things that I could find on the map. I've already, sorry love, I've already visited most of the locations on the map, but there's still small village that I haven't gone through, and that is Lesnica, where you can buy some additional iron ore. So and also I need to visit and see what villagers they have in there.
The chair deficiency in this village starts to be a bit
So I'm going to first do that for this day.
I would have a couple of suggestions.
Quickly have a look to see if I have anything to sell over here. Not really. Nope. Okie dokie. Yeah, so like I said, I will do a trip to Lesnica to buy all the iron ore that they have in there. Since it is quite far away, I will not be traveling by foot, so I'll just go to Gostovia. Again, one of the main reasons that I'm pushing for it, for having my village next to it, is this one. Also, another reason that I want a village next to Gostovia is because of the story quests. Most of them are related to the village of Gostovia. So I prefer to actually be close by when I need to do the quests. Okay, and my friend, I need a ride to Lesnica. Okay, first of all, I'm just gonna leave the trading until I check the villagers. Okay, so one of them would be a good hunter, one of them is useless.
Hello there.
So quickly get rid of them. And this guy can be used for farming. So I'll just get him to move into the village. Have him work on the farm shed for the moment, and then I will change his job for something else. Yeah, so it looks like I actually need to build more houses in order to get some more hunters.
What can I
Also,
do for
I
you?
will need to
Hello. My wares
build
never
some
disappoint.
additional farming buildings. Okay, so this was basically all the iron ore I could get. I'm a bit disappointed, to be honest.
How are
Usually
you?
it's
Can I interest you in some of
100
my
or
wares?
above 100.
See you around.
At this point is not that much. You can always buy the rest of the metal ores. If you want, you can buy the metal bars. It's always worth recycling them into finished products and then reselling them back to the same people. The reason why I'm choosing to get overloaded is because the quantity wasn't that big. I can still move decently, so I'll get to my village fast. I also have the stamina buff, so I won't get tired so easily. And also, if I go back and forth 2 times, it would cost me around 200, 230 coins, if I remember well. Going there, coming back. So instead of doing 4 trips, I'm just doing 2 trips. And wasting a little bit of time going back to my village. Again, as previously mentioned, if you do have a village sign, if you have a named village, after you do a couple of quests for the Herald, for the King's Herald, you will be able to have a village sign. You can build it somewhere around your village, and at that point you will be able to straight away travel back to your own location. Okay, so quickly get these sorted over here. I think I have plenty of tools if I'm not mistaken, so I'm gonna grab my hammer. So at the moment I have plenty of tools, iron tools, so I don't actually need them. I just remembered I took another quest and it's new fields, and this is to cut down some trees. So one of the main reasons why it's best to take these quests for chopping down trees is the experience that you will be getting when it comes to farming. Looks like I'm quite close to it. Okay, so I got my iron hammer. Quickly equip it. And I need to build 2 more houses. So 2 more houses, and then I will need to like the way this one is. Come on already. Okay, perfect. So I want to get 2 more houses so I can finally get into more hunters. I did manage to find some women that can do the job. I was hoping to find some men that can do it, so I wouldn't have to build more houses yet. But I'll take whatever I can find. Okay. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I was hoping to get one more, but I'm not that lucky. I need to clear that stump. I actually forgot to take my shovel with me. Once again, if you do want to take care of stumps, you will need a shovel. Now, the main issue is you will not be able to have that tree back if you don't take out the stumps. Those trees will regrow in 1 year. But in my case, there's plenty of woods around, and I also have villagers working on woodsheds, so I don't actually need that many trees at the moment to respawn. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so I'm hoping not to have to build that foundation, but it seems like I cannot avoid it. I usually prefer to have the foundation laid with stone, like I did for this one, but sometimes because of the terrain, how poor it is in here, it will force you to use logs. I find logs harder to get than getting stone. Although later during the game, when I'm building the houses out of stone, it might actually be the other way around. So it's not so bad. Okay. So another thing that I need is some farming buildings. I will need a goose house. And I already know where I want to build it. It's next to the chicken coop or hen house. Right over here, let's remove this stump. And now I can actually place the goose house. Yeah, so fortunately I already have enough farmers to get this one working. You can always add the food yourself. If you want to, you can just fill this in. Okay, and one more thing that I need to build is a donkey shelter. So, like I said, you can usually fill those in yourself, the rows for your animals, but it's not always required. Okay, let's see. I'm going to build that shelter over here. Okay, so if you want, you can collect berries yourself. If you need berries for anything, you can also get your herbalist to collect them for you. Okay, and let's see the donkey shelter. Okay, so this one is easy to construct as well. Doesn't require that many resources. It will generate passive experience for you. I haven't actually tried it, but I think the donkey can be used as a mount, although I do prefer to wait until I actually have a horse. Okay, so there we go, the donkey shelter is ready. Now, like I said, I do have some people on the farmer job. So, because I want my farmers to work better the plots, I will leave the ones with the higher skill, like this woman with 5 points in that skill. I will leave them in there, and I will move someone else over here. And I do need one more farmer. Okay, so I'm going to move this guy. Yeah, unfortunately, most of my farmers do have a decent level in farming. So I will use this one. Yeah, I'm not 100% which one to choose, to be honest. Okay, so I will use this guy on the goose house. Okay, plenty of buffs, so I can go around now. I do need to go around for a little bit, so I will quickly grab a few items that I need in order to complete some quests. Okay, I actually have quite a decent amount of fish meat. Not so much normal meat though. Although I can easily get meat myself. Yeah, and I also need the copper hammer. For this man. So quickly make one. Yeah, unfortunately not all the time you will have these active. You will need to spend some coins on doing it, but it's usually worth the experience they will be giving you. And after all, it's nice to have everything unlocked. So in his case, he will actually give me some building technology points. Those are way more valuable than the coins I just spent in order to get that hammer crafted. So first destination is Gostovia to get some geese. Then I'm going to Borovo to complete the next quest. And after that I'm going to deliver the meat and then buy some donkeys. So again, I don't have to go all the way around through here. So at the moment, even though they're not busy about the animal breeder when it comes to geese and the one when it comes to donkeys, they will get busy soon. Okay.
Oh,
So
it's you
I
again.
also said I need some hunters. So it's perfect timing. She can do some hunting. So now I will be able to produce more meat. I'm not sure about keeping her around. So I will keep those two around, but I'm not very happy about needing to. Okay, there we go. So once again, if you need geese, you will first need to unlock the technology, build yourself a goose house, and then come over here to Gostovia. It's just on the left from the entrance where you initially come visit Gostovia when you start the game. Okay, and fortunately they don't attack you. In real life, don't do this, they will attack you. Okay, so I'm going to grab a gander and the geese. I'm not taking the goslings. Let's see how many spaces there are in there. It would be nice if it actually showed. Oh, it does show, but it shows in here. So you can actually have 5 plus 5, 10 geese at the same time. I'm just going to buy another one. And in order for them to actually start working on that building and for them to be fed, you need to come back here to management, select the goose house, select the goods production, and you can get eggs or feathers. In my case, I will go for the eggs because I need only eggs. I can always get feathers. I'm going for the eggs because I need them for the fish tarts. They don't have quite a large amount of production, but along with the hen house, hen house, I am able to produce a decent amount. Now, the more skilled your farmers are, the better it is. The better harvest you'll get. So, like I said, I'm going to deliver this hammer as well. I'm hoping, I don't remember exactly, I know I've gone through all of the villages, but I don't remember exactly who has which one has a villager that can do hunting. Hoping that I have a hunter over here, so I can finally have all my buildings at maximum working at maximum capacity. Let's quickly deliver what I came to deliver. Hello, my friend, here is your hammer. Thank you. You, my friend, are useless.
Oh,
Again,
it's you again.
someone that I forgot to remove from here. So as long as they don't have a skill of 3 or more for something that you might find
How can I
useful,
help you?
it's best to actually ask them to move to your village and then simply remove them from the village so that proper villagers can spawn. Let's see, I do need to complete this one, mouths to feed. And it is still over here. Strange way of going around, but not my problem. Okay, so we'll probably leave the other locations to visit once I actually complete those quests. Okay, I keep
How is
forgetting
life
that I
treating
actually
you?
need to use this guy. So I will be going to Tutki to buy myself some donkeys. Also, check quickly if someone can do some hunting.
There's something hypnotizing about
Okay.
that fire.
No, she's
How are
actually
you?
perfect for the job, and she can later on, if necessary, be used for farming. So there we go, hunting lodge is finally full. And I'm going to grab some donkeys from over here. You don't need to interact with anyone. Going to grab a male. I'm going to grab a female. And you can also buy some foals if you want, but I prefer to get the adult ones.
Maybe I should
Now,
introduce a star rating.
basically, this is where my where this video ends. I was able to do quite a lot during this part. I got myself a donkey shelter. I got myself a good goose house. I also got some workers in them. Nearly forgot about this one. So basically, it doesn't actually do much. The donkey shelter. It will produce some foals that you can sell. And I think it's passively producing some manure. So this was this is the end of this video.
Nothing is
I was able, like I
never
said,
is
to improve my farming buildings. This will actually help me in gaining more passive experience for the farming technology. Hopefully I will be able to finally get a horse. So until next time, if you found anything useful or you have any tips that you want to share, please leave a comment. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.